Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Manifest Tarot, and I'm so excited today. I'm going to be doing a really special reading. This is going to be a pick a pile reading. We'll have 3 piles. In each pile, we will look at 3 areas of your life: money, career, and love. I'm so excited. So without further ado, let's take this oracle deck and well, let's look. Regeneration is on the bottom. I love that. So let's look at, let's pick 3 cards. We would like 3 cards for the 3 piles. This one, and then this one. So let us reveal the cards. Higher power. Oh my gosh, this card keeps coming up lately. Isn't it funny how sometimes cards just seem to follow us around? This is number 4, higher power. This is for pile number 1. And pile number 2, blessed. This is card 22. And for pile number 3, chaos and conflict. Such an interesting card. This is number 33. So 3 beautiful cards. I will be back in 1 second for those of you who like to pick with crystals. All right, we're back, and I've set the crystals. So for pile number 1, with this higher power card, this is a raw amethyst. I hope it's showing as beautifully as it is in real life. It's a beautiful crystal. Pile number 2, this is pink quartz. Oops. For pile number 3, this is red carnelian. So beautiful. So take as much time as you need to pick your card. You can either use, of course, the picture, you can use the words, you can use the numbers, you could use the crystals, or you could use a combination. And of course, if you want, if you feel drawn to more than 1 pile, of course, you can always watch as many piles as you want. But I will leave the timestamps in the description box, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful card. It's card number 4, higher power. And you also picked this raw amethyst. So I will put your main card in your crystal over here. Oop. Let's slide it in so you can see it the whole way. And then we will take, this is the deck we put these, we drew these cards from, and I will also draw a spirit card, which is the bottom card, orphaned. That's, put it up here. This is card 5. How interesting, you have card 4 and card 5. This is orphaned. What is really interesting about this card is this looks like, I don't know if they meant it to look like, but it looks like a melting snow figure. She's wearing a white dress and it looks like she has a carrot for a nose. I don't know if that's what it's meant for as, but because nothing else looks like winter, but well, maybe it's not winter because it's actually she's melting because of that, but that's what it looks like to me. So I don't know about any of you, but that's what it looks like to me. And then we will also pick from this oracle deck. The horse and the bluebell. What number is this? Is 49. This is number 49. The horse and bluebell with modest fortitude. And then we'll also get the spirit card for this deck. The elk and ash with strength. Very similar messages, modest fortitude and strength. So this is card 8, the elk and ash with strength. So what I'm going to do is, I've got 3 decks set out and we will draw from this one for money. And then we will draw, of course, from the second one for career, and the third one for love or relationships. So we would like to know for pile number 1, what you would like to show pile number 1 about money and abundance. Oops, I don't know why I almost put that right side up. It wouldn't have been a disaster, but still. I think that's enough for now. And we will look at the spirit. Oh, wow, what a card for abundance reading. We have the 5 of Pentacles. This is the after tarot. It's showing what is happening right after the Rider-Waite-Smith. Very interesting. The cards are really lively. Did you see that? Did you see this one? Just like, woo, sailing around. Let's see what they have to say. Judgment. Wow, what a beautiful card to have. This is the Judgment card. Look how happy the skeletons are. We have the King of Cups. Very powerful card as well. Wow. Queen of Cups. And they came out of different areas in the deck too. That's so interesting that they came together. And the 6 of Swords. So what I'm first seeing right here, I mean, the overall your higher power and the strength and the modest fortitude are different, are standing apart. There's kind of a dual message here. We have, we have, on the one hand, we have these really powerful cards, and we have I see. I see what's happened. All right. You know what I'm going to do, because I really feel like these cards, I know what I am seeing, but I'm going to use the guidebook for this Five of Pentacles, because it's not as clear to me. The other cards are so clear to me. But this Five of Pentacles. See, I don't use the guidebook so much, I don't really know what the guidebook is. I guess the Five of Pentacles. Poor in spirit, yes. The Five of Pentacles is the card of poverty and despair, as we know. It depicts a physical need as well as spiritual deprivation. Two bedraggled figures dressed in rags. These are the ones that we see in the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck that are walking by, I believe. Two bedraggled figures dressed in rags huddled together. Both are wounded. One has a bandage wrapped around his head and a crutch lies on the ground next to them. As they huddle together, trying to stay warm in a blizzard of falling snow, a heavy-set woman with a bundle of rags passes by. Her dress hangs in tatters, her feet are wrapped only in bandages, and she's tying her threadbare headscarf under her chin in a desperate attempt to keep the wind at bay. The trio's only protection is a church where a stained glass window shines with yellow light from the inside. So that's not really... So, oh my gosh, hopefully that's not too loud. That's a plane. The suggested interpretations are exactly the way I was thinking. You're down but not out. You've been left in the cold, which, look at this, and I was just talking about a snow figure melting, so left out in the cold. Your value doesn't depend on your material possessions. What a concept for a money reading. Help is at hand, go warm up. And all right, so I'm glad I read this because that really gave me confirmation. So this does not have to be every aspect of your money mindset, but this is some aspect of your money mindset. And it could be the past, oh my gosh. Could be the past aspect of your money mindset, but look at what I just, you probably noticed this before me, but this is the Five of Pentacles. This is card number 5 too. They are meant to be read together. I'm really seriously seeing these were meant to be read together. There's something going on in your life, in your money mindset, that you're feeling like this. This is not a truth. This is not a foregone conclusion. This is what you're perceiving something about your money mindset to be. But this is coming from your perception. Because if you take a look at the rest of these cards, it's kind of crazy how different these are from the rest of your cards. Because, I mean, if you look at this and this, you're coming into the end of this cycle. Because just like with if you're familiar with the Nine of Wands, this is giving me the same feeling, which modest fortitude, to me, this is saying just a little bit more. You're just needing a little bit more strength to get over this hump. This is saying leaving behind something that's not working for you, just getting out of the boat. You're gone. You are just leaving behind what has not been serving you. So what you're seeing right here is you're being called to judgment, so to speak. You're being called to judgment. And this and this card are telling you the same thing. Rising up, there's a higher power, which is you. You are rising up. There's something spectacular that's going from 0 to 100. I mean, it's really kind of shocking, the difference. It's like poverty to King of Cups and Queen of Cups. So I feel like, you know what, I'm getting this kind of shock feeling, so I feel like it's going to be shocking to you. It's going to be shocking to you how quickly it turns. And this is a card of flip, kind of like just going from orphaned to King and Queen of Cups, from poverty to King and Queen of Cups. These three cards together, very strong message, and they're also in the middle of your reading. This is a vortex where everything comes to these three cards. I am telling you that you're going to be embodying abundance. And this does not, it's like we don't see very much middle steps. We have these two, which is something about your, you know, maybe, I'm going to give you a couple examples. Maybe in the past you have gotten some money, and then you lost it. As an example, I'm not saying that you did. I'm saying as an example, it could be that you lost money, or maybe you saw your parents or somebody close to you got a big sum of money and lost it. And that kind of informed your whole mindset about money, as an example. That is no longer serving you. It never did, probably, but it's no longer serving you. You're aware of it now, and you're asked to leave that behind and sail over into abundance. And according to this card, it's only going to require modest fortitude. We don't have a huge, I mean, with these two cards, we aren't seeing a huge, struggle for you. Modest fortitude, and look, I mean, these figures are kind of, you know, looking downtrodden in this boat, you know, getting out of this boat, but it's a short little ride in a boat, and they didn't get wet. Look, they're all dry. They've reached the opposite shore, and a boat ride is not that hard of a thing to go through, right? It's done. It's quickly done once it's started. Once the journey started, once the intention is made, that mindset is quickly, with only modest fortitude, achieved. It's achieved. So this message is very clear. The Judgment card is an extremely fortunate card, and it's accompanying this embodiment of abundance. And it's the reason that I'm thinking that it might be that you are seeing something from the past. Maybe it's, you know, seeing something that someone else might have gone through if it wasn't you, is that this King and Queen of Cups might symbolize, as well as the embodiment of good fortune and abundance that you are promised here, it's also might be a mother and or father figure for you. And seeing that abundance, you can take this, if, for instance, you were seeing not good money role models in your life, you can see these two as not only yourself, but also your role models. So abundant, pile number 1. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull 2 cards for timing. Let's see if we can see this. And for pile number 1 for timing for this. The Hermit. The Hermit and the Fool. Well, the Fools rush in. This is the Hermit. It's so interesting. Well, the Fool is quick. This looks like quick energy, just like how the reading is. Just you're falling into it. You're falling into your new state, pile number 1. And this Hermit card is so interesting in this one because this Hermit is no longer a hermit. The Hermit has friends. The Hermit has companions. So it looks like pile number 1, you're just stepping into this new state. You're stepping into the new you. You're no longer the old pile number 1. You're the new pile number 1. It's so easy. It looks all of this is saying the same thing. Pile number 1, your money mindset and your money situation is promised to be completely transformed with just a little bit of effort, and it seems so powerful and fortunate. So this is your reading for money, pile number 1, and I will meet you back here in a second. I'm going to clear these cards, the tarot cards, and I will see you back here in a minute. Okay, pile number 1, we are going to pick another spirit card for this reading, for the career meeting. So we would like to have a spirit card for the career reading. It's a very interesting card. Go the distance. This is number 47. And this cheetah is going so fast, is so determined to win that their spots can't even keep up. How interesting. And then we are going to pick one card. We would like to know what is up with pile number 1 for career. So that's the spirit card I took from the bottom of the deck. So let's get your main card. This is 24, the Marten and Foxglove with Mischief. Uh-oh, what are you doing in your career? Mischief. This is a great card. And this is the spirit card for this deck. The Dragonfly and Pansy. What a beautiful card. Oops. Needs to come down a little bit. This is card number 48, the Dragonfly and Pansy with Balance. What an interesting counterpoint to Mischief. Mischief and Balance. And Go the Distance. And your main card, of course, for the whole reading is Higher Power. How interesting. All right, so this deck is the one we will look at for career. Let's wake it up. And we are asking for pile number 1. What is coming up for pile number 1 in their career? So obviously this card wanted to come out. I think this card does too. Oh. I think that's enough for now. We will put this one out. This is 4 of Wands with Hestia. This is your spirit card for this deck. Oops. Oh, I thought it was upside down. Of course, it's the Hanged Man with Prometheus. 8 of Swords with Medusa. The High Priestess with Persephone. All major arcana here. 1, 2, 3, all lined up. 5 of Swords with Eris. How interesting. Well, right off the bat, now, you know, when I was first looking at this card, when it first came out, I was wondering if this was you, but it looks like it is not. I'm not seeing this as you anymore, because this, Eris, the goddess Eris, is the goddess of mischief. So it looks like somebody or something, but probably someone, is causing you some mischief or has caused you mischief in your career. And you know what? This might have been pretty significant because you have 2 cards saying the same thing. And I'm thinking that this might have become something that caused you to be in this position, kind of stagnant or trapped or something. The story of Prometheus, it's always, I read it when I was a child and I was just so flabbergasted that it's a very sad story. Okay. And this might have happened. I'm going to tell you the story. And this might resonate with many of you, pile number 1. Prometheus was a Titan who felt really bad. The gods, I'm going to give you like a shorthand thing. The gods are all living it up, having a great time. And meanwhile, the humans are just scrabbling around on the earth, barely able to scrape together anything. They didn't have fire, among other things. They didn't even know how to harness the power of fire. And so he felt so bad for these humans. They're having such a hard time that he, against the other gods' will, he went down to earth and gave humans fire. And so for eternity, hopefully this was only this is still not going. For eternity, he was chained to a rock, and every day, each day, a bird, I'm not sure, I can't remember off the top of my head which bird it is, but anyway, it doesn't really matter at that point. I think an eagle. A bird comes and pecks out his liver, and of course, since he's a god, he regenerates it, so each day he has to live through that, and he's chained to this rock. It's a horrific story, right? And it's also something that happened. He did something really nice. There was no reason why the gods would there's no reason that the gods, I mean, there's a reason, but there was no like real reason that the gods would say would not want humans to have fire except for power imbalance. And so he just did something really wonderful and was punished for it. So if something like this happened to you, not literally but figuratively, pile number 1, I'm really sorry. This is really, looks like something might have really gone sideways for you and caused you quite a bit of grief and or frustration. Pile number 1, and I mean, so the Hanged Man, and then we have the 8 of Swords, which is saying the exact same thing as the Hanged Man. Being stuck, being at an impasse. The 8 of Swords is feeling that the thing is that the Hanged Man really is immobile. The 8 of Swords is feeling excuse me, I'm gonna have to take a drink just a second. Okay, sorry. So the Hanged Man is immobile. The 8 of Swords feels the 8 of Swords is symbolizing the act of feeling immobile, like that you're not really stuck, but either maybe pile number 1, you're so used to being really stuck that now that you're no longer stuck, you're still actually feeling stuck. So this is actually progress from the Hanged Man. Whatever happened to you, pile number 1, is in the past. The worst is over. And this is saying that if you're still in that same mindset of being stuck, that you're not really stuck. Again, the higher power is you. And we've gotten all these quote unquote negative cards out of the way. And they're all, it's so interesting that they came in 2s. So these 2, and then these 2. So I'm going to put these 2 together here, and these 2 together here. But look, so these were flanking, these are like at the either end of this reading, and these are together in the reading, and these are kind of above and below each other, so it's very interesting. So we have 2 cards of, I'll put them like this, now that I've made my point with them being together. These are 2 cards of abundance, and you can see they're mirroring each other in their pose. They each have flowers in their hair. They're each feeling powerful and feeling abundant. This is a very community-minded card. It's like celebration card, and this is the High Priestess is a manifesting card, is just totally knowing your power. Pile number 1, you are either in this now, or you are, things have come back into balance. So you are either in this knowing right now, or you are being told this is what you can step into. Because look at this card. Balance. Things have come back into balance. Whatever has happened to you, pile number 1, whatever bad things have happened to you in the past, they are no longer important anymore. That stuck energy is no longer. Pile number 1. You're being urged to go the distance. Look at how you're being urged to do exactly as this leopard is doing. Or is it a cheetah? I think it's a cheetah. Whatever this is, it's so into its race and being number one that its spots can't even keep up. And it's so happy. I don't know if you can see the face, but the face, let's see. It's so eager and happy, and it's so just, it's winning. It's going to win. There's no question that you, pile number one, are going to win, because you're right, couple, like, you're in the middle of the final leap. You're a couple inches from the finish line, and there's no question you are going to win. The thing is, pile number one, you're being urged to go for your goal in your career with abandon. I'm even wondering if this is, for some of you, a change in career or a change in workplace, because this cheetah is outrunning its spots. So it's actually changing. It's changing. Maybe the spots will catch back up to it. Maybe the spots will come back, but in a different place, right? Maybe the spots will never catch up, and the cheetah's just happy anyway. What I think about this pile number one is you are urged to consult your higher power and take control back of whatever your career aspirations are, or maybe have been. Maybe you're being urged to look in to your past, or to your goals, to your real goals, instead of staying stuck in whatever might have happened in the past, whatever mischief, whatever discord, whatever despair has happened in the past for you. The real truth is you are now urged to be abundant, and this is going to go straight into what was in the past. I'm sorry, this is exactly what was in the money reading that we had, pile number one, where it's not that much of a step. It's as if it just goes, you leap right into it. You leap right into this new abundance, pile number one. And you are really we're really seeing the same dichotomy that we saw in the money reading. So I feel like these two readings are saying the exact same thing. Stuck energy to all out. 1 to 100. A to Z. Kind of passing over 2 through 99. Passing over B through Y. You're just going from 1 to 100 kind of in one giant leap. One giant leap for cheetah kind. Pile number one. So I'm really intrigued with whatever's going on with you, pile number one. These are two readings, two different decks, two different tarot decks, and two whole new pulls from the same two oracle decks, and you're getting the exact same message, pile number one. This is extremely interesting. I just am really happy for you, because it looks like you did put in some work and got some real frustration, but now you're going to reap this rewards of you looking into your what you want, because the middle card, the main card for you, is you are not stuck in reality. Whatever might be holding you back is not really holding you back, pile number one. Your crux card is, it's all up to you. Leap into the new abundance that is promised to you. Wow, pile number one, I another such an interesting reading. I'm going to clean up here and I will come back for the love reading. See you in a sec. All right, pile number 1, we are going to get into the love portion of this reading. So we're just getting a spirit card for this deck. I feel this one for your, ooh, what a lovely card. Here, let's make sure you can see it. So this is your spirit card for this deck. This is card number 29 with Breathe. What a gorgeous card. And then we will take an oracle card from this deck. Feel this one, and then we'll also take, of course, the spirit card. So you're, oh, so cute. And this is card 30 with the beaver and birch with home. What a lovely card to have for a love reading. And let's see the spirit card for this deck. Ooh, the lizard and pitcher plant with stagnation. Another beautiful card. Oh, this is number 12. All right, and so this is the deck I'm going to pull from for the love reading. So we are asking for pile number 1's cards in the matters of the heart. So let's pull one more. So this one, and then we'll also pull the, wow, pile number 1, 10 of Pentacles, wish fulfillment. How fabulous. So let's see what the other cards say. 4 of Wands. You got the same card in your career reading. 4 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Oops. And the Sun card, another wonderful card for you, pile number 1. Let me just look at everything here for a second and see what I see. So, well, I have to say overall, pile number 1, these cards are overwhelmingly gorgeous altogether. Just let me the thing is, pile number 1, you have such joyous cards here. Here, you have this home card, like a wonderful home life. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Wish fulfillment. This gorgeous, peaceful card. This breathe and this home are the same energy. I'm reading these as the same energy. You have wish fulfillment, you have abundance, you have like community, a lovely community celebration kind of card, like a wedding, or this type of card, or what do you call it, an anniversary, or big birthday, or some huge event, some beautiful huge event. You have the Sun, which is such a fortunate card, like the sun is coming shining on you kind of card. And then you have this Knight of Swords, which is not necessarily negative, but it's kind of rushing. It's kind of rushing, kind of heedless, kind of rushing around. And you have the Stagnation card. So I think there might be two ways, pile number one, for me to read these cards. Number one is you're being warned that you have felt stagnant in the past, pile number one, and you're being cautioned to not rush in so much that you lose control over what you are thinking, what you're imagining, like keeping control over your thoughts, over your manifestations, over what you are wanting to happen, for lack of a better word. Like, let me give you an example. Like, you weren't dating at all. Say, just as an example, I'm not saying this is necessarily you, may obviously for some of you probably, but let's say you were not dating at all, and then going from not dating at all to like going on a bunch of dates, and there's nothing wrong with going on a bunch of dates, but worrying about each one of them. Getting really so much energy into something that you're not concentrating. You're not giving yourself time to breathe. You're not giving yourself enough time to have a stable home, as in just yourself. Like, home can be literal, but home can also be, you are your ultimate home, right? We are our own ultimate home. So what I'm saying is, pile number one, is that you are being warned to not go from 0 to 100, like the way the other two readings for you were like. This is actually saying the opposite. Don't rush. I don't want to keep on saying don't. I'm saying do give yourself, like, if you're going into something, going in like the Knight of Swords, going forward, action. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to be, it's okay to be actually almost feeling like you're stagnant, and not that you are. It's just your perception might be, I have to do this all at once. I have to go on 100 dates. I have to, do this or that. And we're not just talking about dating. I'm using it as an example. Or say you're manifesting for a better relationship with your current partner. It doesn't have to go from 0 to 100 right away. This energy I'm seeing is exactly the opposite of the first two. It's breathe, keep your center, your own self, if that makes sense. Your real home, your real center is yourself, and you're being really encouraged to draw in so that you then can see clearly and focus on what you really want. If someone's going on a lot of dates, for example, most people are not going on a lot of dates so they can just go on a lot of dates. Some are, there's nothing wrong with that, but most people are going on a lot of dates to find that certain person. So it's not as if there has to be a huge rush. That's what the cards are telling you. This is the message that you've manifested for yourself. Looking within, this card again, this is your main card for your entire reading. Looking within and seeing, manifesting exactly what you want, because pile number 1, you have 4 of Wands, which is a huge celebration card. Community coming together, family, friends, everybody coming together for a huge celebration, just a celebration, a celebration of everything going correctly, going right. Correctly sounds too stentorian. Going right, going wonderfully. You have the 4 of Pentacles, which is really a big abundance card, just abundance. 4 of Pentacles. You have the Sun card. Whoops. The sun shining down. The sun, it's so wonderful. Everybody's happy. Everything. This is such an abundant, fortuitous card. And you have a straight up wish fulfillment card. The 10 of Pentacles, wish fulfillment, everything going right, everything going wonderfully. And you're going to get there no matter what. But it looks like what's happening right here is you're being reminded that you're going to get to this, all of this fortune. But it's up to you whether you get there happily and just fulfilled and wonderful the whole journey, or if you're going to rush a little bit too much and make yourself anxious for no real reason, because you have so many fortunate cards, pile number 1, that whatever you're looking for, whether it's dating, finding someone, whether it's renewing your relationship, whether it's, if you're not interested in love, there's other relationships, right? There's friendships, there's family. Anything that you are looking for in a relationship, this is telling you, pile number 1, that you have what it takes to be 100% perfectly happy. And there's nothing else that the cards are telling you except just be a little patient. That's the only thing. And the only patience is you just need to take a step back and breathe. Make sure that you are still keeping in your focus what you really want. What is the outcome that you want? You just keep it in your mind. You keep it in your mind and you focus on that, and that's what's coming to you, pile number 1. This is a very wonderful, another beautiful, wonderful reading, pile number 1. 3 great readings for your money, career, and love aspects of your life. Pile number 1, I'm so glad that you had you took the time to see these readings with me and that you spent this time with me. I'm very grateful that you spent this time with me, and I would love it if you did enjoy this reading, that you would give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any readings. And I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You picked this beautiful card number 22 with Blessed. Very fortunate looking card. And this pink quartz heart. I'm sorry, pink Yeah, sorry, it's a rose quartz. Rose quartz. I don't know why all of a sudden I blanked on it. Rose quartz. So let's put that here. This is your main card for all three of your aspects. And I'm going to pull another card. We're going to ask for a spirit card from this deck for your money reading. Oh, wow. This was a card that came up in pile number 1. 47, go the distance. And I am going to pull a card and a spirit card from this deck. Pile number 2 wants to hear about their money. Ooh. The Frog and Lotus with Metamorphosis. This is card number 6. I'm sorry. Yes, 6. Metamorphosis. What a cute card. And actually, I'll put it here. And then this is the spirit card for this deck, the Finch and Peach with, ooh, romance. So this is 36. Maybe your love and money readings are linked somehow. So we are using this card, actually, I guess I'll leave it here. So we are using this deck for your money reading. So pile number 1 would like to know, I'm sorry, pile number 2 would like to know what messages you have for them about money. Here we go. And this is your spirit card for this deck. Ooh, the Magician. This is the most manifesty of the major arcana. He's just manifesting everything. He's the Magician. All right. So we have, for money, we have the 5 of Swords. You have the Emperor. You have the Devil. Oops, I think that we're going to have to, excuse me. Here you go. I had to put a little piece of tape on there. And this is the Devil card is your 3rd card. And your 4th card is the 4 of Pentacles. What is going on here? What? The Death card coming for the Death card. The Death figure coming into the 4 of Pentacles. I am going to have to consult first of all, I'm going to consult the guidebook on this. That's so interesting. Oh my gosh, listen to this, pile number 2. Death and taxes. So this person, it looks like this person is afraid of some of their money being taken away. The 4 of Pentacles is the card of the miser, clinging stubbornly to his wealth and isolating himself in the process. So life is for the living. These are the suggested interpretations. Life is for the living. You can't take it with you. If you love something, set it free. Nothing is certain but death and taxes. All that glitters is not gold. How funny. So pile number 1, wow. Let me just look at all of these cards. Pile number 2, I am seeing the way this started, the cards came out. I'm so glad that I didn't start reading the cards earlier, because the way they've come out, I'm getting a totally different message than I did at first. Because we are seeing some warnings for you, pile number 2, that if I hadn't seen these 2 cards, I wouldn't have seen that. But with the Magician, the 5 of Swords, and the Devil, I'm seeing, number 1, be careful of your spending. That's a message I'm getting, a strong message. Be careful of your spending. There could be some urge, some, this flighty romance thing. The finch is a very fast and flighty bird. That's what I feel like when I'm seeing this finch. You might be seeing or feeling that flightiness when it comes to money. And what these cards are urging you to do is to not overspend, first of all, to make sure that you are being wise with your money. And secondly, I'm also seeing that you're urged to consider or reconsider any sort of decisions. It's really a reading that is, make sure that you maintain any blessings that you have by really being a steward right now. Being a steward of what you have so that it can grow, so that you don't have any surprises, like big surprises. So let me make an example. So say you got a windfall this year. A really easy example would be, make sure you have enough money set aside for the end of year taxes. This is an extremely easy way, easy example with this spread, as in, you're expecting a big bonus at work for end of year, for instance, as another example. Make sure you have it before you spend a lot of money at, for your end of year festivities. These cards are not saying there's some huge disaster coming, but they are saying be cautious. Because this go the distance card, it's saying to go the distance, to get your goals. This card came up in pile number 1, as I said, and you see, there's no question that this cheetah is going to win the race. There's zero question. There's zero question that this cheetah is moments away from winning, but you are being urged to make sure that you don't stumble on the last leg. It can't be any clearer to me, pile number 2, that you are in a very fortunate way, because without these cards, without this, and this, if we take out these three cards. The Emperor, the Magician, Romance, Go the Distance, Metamorphosis, Blessed. Very strong positive connotations. All of these cards for your money situation. We bring these in. 5 of Swords, Devil, and 4 of Swords with this Death figure. You are being cautioned so that you can experience Emperor, Magician, Romance, Go the Distance, Metamorphosis, and Blessed. You are being cautioned for your own good, and this is not a caution as in anything is going to go extremely bad. It's just that be wise right now. Be circumspect right now, pile number 2, so that all of your dreams come true. And this is what I see. There's just this very strong reading. This is a very strong message, pile number 2, to make sure all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, and that you will win, that you'll win and you'll be blessed. These two together, it's so interesting also, pile number 2, I wanted to show you this. Look how similar the colors are. Look how it's just very similar. It could be happening right next to each other almost, because you see that this card, the pink, is coming in. It looks like it's just a continuation of the same picture. Everything is wonderful for you, pile number 2. You just are asked to be a little circumspect, and all your money dreams are coming true. That's it. That's what I see for you. So let me clean this up, and we will come back in a moment for your career reading. See you in a moment. Hi, pile number 2. Here we are at your career reading. So we would like to have a spirit card for pile number 2's career reading. Yin. Make sure you can see that. This is pile number 2. Card number 2. It's pile number 2, card number 2. And I just noticed we got a lot of 2s. 2, 2, and 2. So pile number 2, we are all about the 2s right now with yin energy. And we will do a oracle card for you, pile number 2. The Ram and Dahlia with Determination. And this will be the spirit card. So this is card number 50. The Ram and Dahlia with Determination. There's something, well, you know what? I'm not going to say anything of this. So this is your spirit card from the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. What a fortunate card. Another fortunate card. Look at this. So this is card number 35. The Ladybug and Sweet Pea with Happiness. I don't know if you're familiar with sweet peas, but they smell wonderful. They have a wonderful scent. So here's your spirit card for this deck. And this is the tarot deck that I'm going to use for the career reading. Oops, 2 cards came out. And then this is your spirit card for this deck. The Lovers with Aphrodite. This card, the Lovers, is sometimes a choice card, so let's see. Strength with Atlas. very appropriate because strength, Atlas was a Titan who had the world literally on his shoulders. He was holding up the world. 7 of Wands with Soteria. Look at this cute bunny too. The Magician with Hecate. You got the Magician in your money one as well. Oh, and 4 of Wands with Hestia. This card came up in pile number 1 as well. This specific card on this deck. All right, so we, pile number 2, I think that if you, I'm wondering because these 2 cards, are saying that you are really, you're being asked, or you are experiencing, is what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say. You're experiencing some sort of test to your strength and fortitude. Because these 2 cards are saying the same thing and they're right next to determination. So whatever is going on with you, pile number 2, you're really going through some sort of determination. As in, I'm in the middle of my thought here. So what I'm saying is you are really in the middle of a test of your determination. That's what these 3 cards are telling me. And something about this situation is really a lot of your happiness. I'm having a feeling that whatever this career is for you has been a wish of yours for your entire life, pile number 2. Pile number 2, I feel like this career, you feel like your career has a lot to do with how happy you are as a human being. And the interesting thing is, you have this Yin card right above determination, strength, and 7 of Wands. And so the Yin card is above determination and strength, and the happiness card is above strength and 7 of Wands. So it's telling me that, first of all, let's take this Yin and determination. I'm seeing that you are really trying, really going for it, pile number 2, and that there's something you're seeing as an obstacle or as something that might be not keeping you back, but keeping you throttled, keeping you from really going 100%. There's something kind of throttling you, even though you're so determined. And something that you're feeling that you have to keep on mustering the strength every day to continue, if you know what I mean. If you're just really having to muster the strength every day to continue your work. Well, what I'm seeing right now is that I'm seeing that you are being urged to channel some yin energy. A thing I like to use as an example of yin energy is water. Water, I mean, we harness water by just containers, right? We harness water in the home and in business with containers, right? We don't think anything of it, any sort of liquid. And we harness rivers outside, we harness rivers to help our work. We harness lakes, and streams with dams, and we use hydropower generation. To generate power by using dams on rivers, and we harness the power of the ocean to move our goods and all of these business ventures, right? But we think of water as something we can harness, and we think of water as something almost passive, right? The ocean, maybe not, maybe people understand that the ocean has a lot of power, but even so, we feel like, no, we've got this. We can even put submarines, we put boats, we put blah blah blah. Water has this awesome determination to be itself. It flows, it gets everywhere. If there's a flood, water gets everywhere, into every little nook and cranny of every place. Water is going to flow. So I feel like you're being urged to channel that water energy, that yin energy, as part of your determination. Maybe you're doing a little bit of yang, too much yang energy, and kind of trying to brute force things. But yin energy is just as powerful as yang energy, just different. So whatever this career is, whatever this career path is, that's so important to you, your strength and your determination and your determination to win at this career. I so admire this, pile number 2. But instead of being sick, so gripping onto the thought of winning, at the thought of at all costs winning, maybe loosening that grip and just holding lightly and channeling your yin energy is going to push you through whatever goals you have. Because this Magician card, this is manifesting. This is the manifester card. This is the card of the manifester. This card symbolizes the manifestation of a successful manifestation of dreams, right? The Four of Wands is a celebration card, is a community coming together, community, friends, family, whatever, coming together in a huge celebration. So I'm seeing you being awarded with trophies or something, bonuses or awards, or something about how wonderful you've been, how wonderful your career is, how you're getting recognized for all of your work, pile number 2. You're being blessed. Remember, your main card for the entire reading is blessed. And I know I haven't touched on this Lover's card. The Lover's card, as I always say, the Lover's card is not necessarily a love card. It can be a choice. So pile number 2, I'm actually going to draw 2 cards in case some of you have a choice attached to your career. And we're going to see what the cards say about this. The 6 of Cups, the King of Wands. So the 6 of Cups, is I'm sorry, I'm having kind of a conflicting idea between the cards themselves and the people that are the gods that are depicted within this for this question. The 6 of Cups is kind of a revitalizing, like a renewal. Mnemosyne is the goddess of memory, and the Kronos is the Titan, who is the father of all of the Olympian gods that you would know, like Zeus and Hera and Athena. Well, Athena's granddaughter, but all of the big gods that you think of as the the Greek gods. And he was so mistrustful of his children, and it seems like on the one hand your choice is to remember, and on the other hand your choice is to I see. On the one hand, your choice is to remember the good, and on the other hand, your choice is to remember and believe in the bad. These are your 2 choices. Pile number 2. I'm glad I stuck with this. Okay, so your choices are to either remember the good, and to operate with that in your mind and manifest good. And your other choice is to remember the bad and manifest in more bad. So that is really clear. Pile number 2. You have 2 choices. And this career that we're talking about seems so important to you, pile number 2. So your choices are manifest in remember the good, concentrate on the good, manifest in good, or concentrate on the bad, remember the bad, and manifest in the bad. And I know which one you will choose, which is the good. Remember the good. Pile number 2. So pile number 2, this is such an interesting reading, and you are promised and can achieve as much as you want in this career reading as well. Remember, your main card is blessed, and you got happiness and the 4 of Wands and the Magician. So whatever goals you have, you're going to achieve them. You just can do it with much more ease and happiness by remembering the good and using yin energy. Well, this is what I see for you, pile number 2, and I will clean this up and we will get on to the third part of your reading, and I'll see you in a second. All right, pile number 2, we're going to get into your love reading. We're waking up the cards. So I want a spirit card for pile number 2 for their love reading. Peace. What a beautiful card. Again, with the synchronicity with the numbers. So you have 22 as your main card, and then what came up was 23. So peace is 23. Then we'll take an oracle card from this deck. The Heron Oak with new opportunities. This also came up in pile number 1. This is card 3. Well, if you're looking for love, pile number 3, pile number 2, this card number 3 is very, if you're looking for a new romance or if you were looking to revitalize a relationship, what a fortunate card. So this is card number 10, the Duck and Chrysanthemum with Luck. Another fortunate card. And here, this is the deck I'm using for the love reading. So we would like to know some message for pile number 2 about love. What is coming up in their love life? What can pile number 2 expect? And then this is your spirit card. Wow, pile number 2. 9 of Cups, a wish fulfillment card. Look at this. What more wish fulfillment can you have than a bubble bath with a with a gingerbread person, and there's a land of milk and honey. There's a flying honey pot coming in, and a walking cupcake. How much more can you ask for? Looks like a raspberry in there too. Oh my gosh. What else could you ask for in the world than these things? Ooh, pile number 2, you have the 2 of Wands. You have the 7 of Wands. It's very disturbing. This is a very bizarre imagery. You have the Page of Pentacles. And you have the Queen of Wands. You have 3 wands and 1 pentacle card. And then, of course, the Cups card up there. So, a lot of Wands energy, pile number 2. And a lot of 2s for you. Yeah, I am getting a really strong message, pile number 2, that your self-concept in love is really what needs to be your number 1 focus. I'm hesitating to say it because it's not like this is it's that this reading is almost a reading of your relationship with yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. That you have to become your number one love. You, pile number 2, you have to be at peace and feel blessed to be yourself. And maybe you're there, because this is not part of this. This 9 of Cups is total fulfillment, pile number 2. And the fulfillment is through loving yourself just as much as you would ever love anyone else, or more. That you are your number one love affair, pile number 2. I'm getting such strong messages for you, pile number 2. It's amazing how strong these messages are. You're coming into balance, pile number 2. This 2 of Wands, you are standing and looking into the mirror and seeing yourself and loving. Oops, sorry that I have my hand up there that you can't see your cards. I'm getting so excited about your message. Pile number 2, you are seeing yourself in the mirror. Yourself, you're the one that you have to see in the mirror and completely love more than anyone else in the world. And you have to accept just yourself. Just yourself. You have to love yourself more than anything. Your self-concept up at the top. Up at the top, the pinnacle of your everything about you is loving yourself. That's what I'm seeing. And then once you see, for some of you it might be a struggle. For some of you it might be a struggle. You might have to battle the old demons that are punishing you. See this card? You might be in the middle of getting your self-concept at a place where you can love yourself. Don't let the demons of your inner world punish you anymore, pile number 2. If that's where you are, if you feel like your self-concept needs work, if that's where you are, you push through, pile number 2. Because you are the one that's so beautiful and is so worthy of love. And the love you're the most worthy of is yourself, your self-love, pile number 2. And being at peace with yourself, that's where it is, pile number 2. You being at peace with yourself is beautiful, and everything about you, loving yourself, will bring you so much happiness and luck, new opportunities, blessed, 9 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So many fortunate cards, pile number 2, and they're all stemming from you loving yourself, your self-concept being the best, being so wonderful. It's so clear, pile number 2. I'm wondering if I can pull another. What happens? I'm going to ask, what happens to you after this, pile number 2? I'm going to ask the cards. Can we get a couple cards to see what happens for pile number 2 after? Here's one. What happens for pile number 2 after this, after their self-concept is complete? And many of you could already be there. This could be your journey that you are at the end of. Let's see what the cards say. Oh my gosh, this is the Hanged Man and the Ace of Pentacles. So, excuse me, I need to drink. So, these cards are telling me that you, pile number 2, are able to, what these cards are telling me, actually, pile number 2, is that once you do this, you are going to just be seated in complete power and able to have whatever new beginning you want with your love life. That this ace, pile number 2, is really what you yourself are going to be able to command. There's a command that you're coming to, pile number 2. That's a word I was searching for. Once your self-concept, and it doesn't take that long. I mean, affirming for self-concept is not, I'm not talking about some long drawn out process. Once you have your self-concept, where you love yourself and you are your own biggest love, you are in the seat of your power, and you are able to do whatever you want. You're going to be able to get whatever you want. You're going to have the best wish fulfillment experience and be at total peace and be blessed. That's what the cards are telling you, pile number 2. Very powerful reading, another powerful reading. You've had 3 powerful messages, pile number 2. I'm so happy that you have spent this time with me. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And if you did enjoy your reading, I would love it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you can join me with future readings. I love spending time with you. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose this gorgeous card, Chaos and Conflict. This is card number 33. What a transformation, what a metamorphosis is happening in this card. And you also chose this beautiful red carnelian. So let's get a spirit card. This is the deck that we chose the initial 3 cards from. So I will get this one looks like wants to be the spirit card. This is number 49, Observer. Ooh, the cards are lively. Observer. So this is your spirit card for the money reading, number 49. So I will also take an oracle card from this deck. The Beaver and Birch with Home. This came up in pile number 2. This is card number 30. And the spirit card for this deck is the Boar and Pumpkin. How cute. Very autumnal with confidence. So this is card 18, the Boar and Pumpkin with Confidence. And this is the deck that I've chosen for the money reading. So let us ask it for pile number 3. We want messages about money. Ooh, this one. Let's do one more. And also we'll take the bottom of the deck for the spirit card. So this is the 2 of Cups. Fortunate card for money. Let's see, what cards do we have? The Nine of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Oh, look at this. The butterfly landed on her sword tip. The Seven of Pentacles. That's a nice card to get for money. The Page of Cups. Now let me see. It looks like your relationship with money is really good. I have to say that first. The biggest thing I'm seeing here, pile number 3, is that you are being asked to really use your intellect and look within and that you will be extremely fortunate. And actually, it looks to me like you are going to get some sort of major help and major, what am I trying to say? Like a mentor, even up to the level of a mentor, of somebody who seeks you out and wants to help you. Because it looks like, yes, it looks like the cards, I said it looks like you have a good relationship with money. Pile number 3, if you don't have a good relationship with money and you want a good relationship with money, now is your time. Because we have this Nine of Swords and Queen of Swords right next to each other. And then right next to the Seven of Pentacles. Pile number 3, you are being urged to banish any lingering negative money mindset ideas that you have about money. Anything. This is something that came up in pile number 1. Any sort of anything that you have about money that needs to be eradicated, that you want to eradicate. Like, say, for instance, and again, this came up on pile number 1. Say, for instance, you didn't have good money role models as a child. That you saw people losing money as a child, or you thought, you were told, oh, money's hard to come by. Money doesn't grow on trees, you have to work really hard, blah, blah, blah. I feel like this is telling you, eradicate any of that last lingering negative money mindset. Because this is your true persona when it comes to money. Making magic. Making as in allowing. The butterfly came to her. Do you see that? The butterfly came to her. She didn't go seeking out the butterfly. You can't go seeking out the butterfly with a sword. She just sat there and the butterfly came and landed. That's the blessings coming to you, just landing on your sword tip. Do you see that? Pile number 3, pile number 3. Because this bridges a gap between the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a very fortunate card, like a fortune, as in, you see he's been working and now he's actually harvesting his giant pentacle. Do you know how much gold that is in that pentacle? Do you know how much gold that is? That's a pretty penny, as they would say, as one might say. Pretty penny. He's already harvested one, and look at all these others that he's going to harvest. 6 more. This huge amount. This is you, pile number 3. And so there's, you see, your main card is chaos and conflict. And you're being urged to be the observer of this, the observer, to observe any lingering money negativity in your mind so that you can then have this relationship with money. As I always say, this card, the Two of Cups, is more of a lover's card than the Lover's card in the tarot deck. Money loves you and you love money, pile number 3. This is what this is saying. And it's right over the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. And right next to confidence. Money loves you. Money wants to be able, this butterfly is money for you, pile number 3. Money wants to come to you and money wants to be with you, pile number 3. And just eradicating anything about money slips through your fingers, money doesn't grow on trees, you have to work hard to get anything, you know, you have to work yourself to the bone to get anything. Oh, you know, any of that, pile number 3. Eradicating that and getting the fortune that you deserve. And he doesn't look all, you know, he's worked hard, but he doesn't look like he's worked himself to the bone. He looks like he's done his work and now he has this huge reward. That's you, pile number 3. And confidence. Confidence is what you are being urged to have with your skills and your money mindset. And as I said, I feel like you might even be getting a mentor who comes to you, who seeks you out to give you help, pile number 3. And what all this needs is this eradication of the nightmare scenario about money, eradication of the negative money mindset. So this is what I see for you, pile number 3, about money. Fortune is right there for you. And eradicating those last little doubts, those last lingering things about negative money mindset, all that's standing between you and this very fortunate relationship with money, where you and money are in a love affair together. That's what this reading is telling me, that money finds its home with you and you are in a passionate love affair with money, so to speak. So pile number 1, I'm sorry, this is pile number 1, but pile number 3, I'm going to clean this up and we will go straight into your career reading in just a second. All right, pile number 3, welcome back. This is your career reading. Let's wake the cards up again and we'll get a spirit card from this deck. I actually feel this one. No place like home. How cute. It's a funny one to get with career, isn't it? Maybe some of you work from home. Maybe some of you want to work from home. So this is this is card number 50, pile number 3. No place like home. And now this oracle deck, we're going to pick one card. The Moth and Eucalyptus with an ending. Wow. This is card number 13. Maybe some of you are finding a new career or maybe changing jobs. Ooh, the Ladybug and Sweet Pea with happiness. This is 35, This came up in pile number 2, I think. And then this is the deck I've chosen for the career reading. So waking up the cards here. What does pile number 3 have to look forward to in their career? What messages do you have for pile number 3 for career? And then this is the spirit card for this deck. This is the 8 of Wands with Atlanta. Oop. I love it when the cards slide around like that. So let's see. We have the Sun with Helios. What a fortunate card. We have the Queen of Wands with Psyche. This was in your previous reading. We have the Hanged Man with Prometheus. The Hanged Man also came up in pile number 2. And we have Judgment with Athena. Well. All right, well, first of all, we see, of course, we have 3 major arcana and 1 court card. We only have 1 numbered card. Let me just take stock here and see what we have. All right, so as I'm seeing here, I've been looking at these cards and I feel like this chaos and conflict, you might have been having this in the past here, pile number 3, and you notice that it's 3-3. Pile number 2's card was 2-2, 22, and your card is 33, pile number 3. Maybe there's been some chaos and conflict in your career because we have an ending. And we have the Hanged Man, we have Judgment, and No Place Like Home. Maybe for some of you, pile number 3, I feel like some of you might have had a job and on kind of a sour note. Or there's been something injected into your work life that is a little negative. It could be up to like somebody causing some strife in your workplace, all the way up to having something like leaving a job. But thing is, pile number 3, it comes with happiness attached. It comes with the end being happiness in the sun. The sun is such a positive card. And the Queen of Wands, and you have Judgment, and you have happiness, you have No Place Like Home. There's so many nice, beautiful cards here that are a promise that no matter what happened, happiness in the sun is your end, the end of the story, because this happiness is right over the sun. You know what's interesting also is that the 8 of Wands, which is acceleration, like acceleration in your affairs, right? Moving forward fast action, swift movement, is right over the Hanged Man. I find that really funny, which is stagnation, kind of being stuck. So maybe you did feel stuck. Maybe you felt stuck at this old job that you didn't like. Maybe you felt stuck in a career you didn't want. Maybe you felt stuck like with you wanted to go back to school and you felt stuck, like you couldn't, you had too many responsibilities and had to keep working. Or vice versa, you felt stuck at school and you didn't want to be there. Something was keeping you stuck, pile number 3, and now it's changing. Now we have 8 of Wands energy, where it's swift movement. So pile number 3, whatever is going on with you, this ending, whatever it is so fortunate, because the ending is right next to the sun. The ending brings happiness. The ending brings happiness. The ending brings only good things. You have so many fortunate cards. So pile number 3, what these cards are telling you is do exactly what you need to be happy, because it all works out in the end. That's exactly what I see here. You listen to yourself. You listen to yourself. You self-actualize. You listen to what you want to manifest. And when you listen to what you listen to your own voices, like what you want, it's going to bring the ultimate in happiness. You are going to be completely fulfilled. Happiness, fulfillment, complete and utter happiness in your career. Maybe there was something, maybe even there you were in some sort of legal battle or something like that, because we have the Judgment card here. It could have been something that was, this ending might have been precipitated by something pretty serious, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how serious this thing is or was, because you're promised so much happiness and so much contentment and so much of everything that you want, pile number 3. It's a very strong message. Today's reading has been full of strong messages, like really clear that pile number 3, what the message is whatever happened in the past that you might have even thought, oh, this is unfortunate. It's not. The ending was only there to make space for the happiness, for whatever it is that you're filling that space with, pile number 3. So this is your career reading, and I will clean this up, and I'll see you in just a moment for the third reading, the love reading. All right, pile number 3, welcome to your love reading. All right, wake up cards. We're going to take a spirit card from this deck. I feel this on the bottom. Peace. This came up, I think it was pile number 2. 23. So you have 33 and 23. Peace. Beautiful card. And then we will take a couple couple cards from this deck. We're going to take an oracle card, and I'll take a spirit card as well. It's this one. The Bear and Cedar with leadership. What a cute card. This is card number 4. What an earnest little face. Just want to pinch its cheeks. I'm sure it would appreciate it too, right? Bears like it when their cheeks are pinched, I think. That's what I've always been told, right? Let's look at the spirit card for this deck. The Cayman and Poppy with dreams. How beautiful. Maybe your dreams are coming true, pile number 3. This is card 20. Dreams. How interesting. And this is the deck I've chosen to do the love reading. So let's see, pile number 3 needs some cards for what is the message for pile number 3 in matters of the heart. Actually, I feel this one. And let's take the Spirit card. Oh, wow. First of all, the Spirit card is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the fastest knight in the deck, so expect some movement. Oh, the Ten of Swords. Oh, somebody cut the cake. This little gingerbread person is horrified. The Seven of Wands. This came up on pile number 2 as well, I think. I mean, it came up definitely, and I think it was pile number 2 is what I'm trying to say. The Five of Swords. The Eight of Cups. Well, we have 2 complete different lines. We have, well, this, actually, I do see how it ties in. We have the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Eight of Cups. This is something that is happening to you, pile number 3, or has happened in your relationship, whatever it is. I call this the love reading, but it could be any relationship, of course. This could be a family relationship, could be previous relationship, could be even a work relationship, a colleague. If you're not looking for a love reading, it could be any relationship. It looks like, again, chaos and conflict is or has been in your relationship, because this Ten of Swords is betrayal, and this Five of Swords, this is such an interesting card, because this Five of Swords is someone being victorious. She's victorious over this poor little rutabaga or whatever. Not rutabaga, what is this? This poor little radish. I think it's a radish. Whatever it is, maybe even a carrot, I don't know, but it's so upset. She's victorious, but she's gonna cut his little hair off, right? Someone's victorious and is using their victory to then hurt the conquered. And then, here, let me put this back. And then we have the Seven of Wands and this Eight of Cups. And the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Cups seems like a very, you know how when people say messy, a messy relationship? This looks like a messy relationship, to tell you the truth. Pile number 3, whatever this is, was it in the past for you? Are you still cleaning up the kind of your mind from it? Because we have this Peace card. Pile number 3. This Peace card and the Dreams card are right together. And also the Knight of Wands, which is fast action toward a nice, beautiful manifestation. So what is it, pile number 3, that you are experiencing? As I said, this could be something from the past relationship that you're trying to clean up your thoughts from. what you're trying not to carry into the future relationships, or even your present relationship, or it could be a current relationship that you are trying to change. You know what I think? I think that this card, this 4, the bear and cedar with leadership, I feel like this is saying that you need to take command of your own thoughts in your own life, pile number 3, in your relationships. I hope that makes sense, because I feel, doesn't this bear look like it's looking right into your true self? Like it can see right through you? That's the message I'm getting. You know what? It's a message that it's you. This bear is you. It wants to look at you in the mirror. The bear is you, and it wants to look at you. This is also you. You're looking at each other. That's what I get from this card, that your self, you are being urged to look at yourself, because it looks like there's a lot of messiness in the past, pile number 3. Chaos and conflict. And when there's been victories, the victories have only hurt the victor and the vanquished. There's been no real winning in this, pile number 3. For many of you, I feel like this is from the past, and this is your opportunity. You're being given the opportunity to make peace with this and to leave it behind. This dreams card can be taken 2 ways. This dreams card can be taken as focus on your dreams, which is awesome. Focus on your dreams. Only keep in your mind what you want. Don't dwell on what you don't want. Many of us dwell on what we don't want, and then we just continue to have what we don't want because we keep dwelling on it. And it also could be signaling it could also be taken as, that's in conjunction with the first meaning, is to make all this past chaos be part, just make it in your mind. It can just be a dream. It can be a dream in the past. In the past, pile number 3. That's gone. It doesn't matter anymore. So pile number 3, I think I'm going to draw a few cards for what lays ahead. What lays after this? We'll draw 3 cards. What comes after this? Pile number 3. Because that's a powerful message. The 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the King of Wands. All right, so here's more. This is a poverty mindset. Poverty mindset when it comes to relationships. Look at how sad this card is, this poverty mindset. This is what you're being urged to let go of. It's a beautiful card, but it's a very sad card, pile number 3. You're being urged to keep this into your dreams. As in, meaning, keep this in your, I misspoke. You're being urged to keep this as a dream that you forget. I hope I'm making myself clear. This dreams card has 2 meanings, as I said. Keep your focus and your intention on what you do want, your dreams, your aspirations, and also all this chaos and conflict that happened in the past. It's as a dream. It's just a dream. It never happened. And I'm not saying that terrible things didn't happen. I'm saying that focusing on them now brings more of it. So focus on what you do want. Don't let the past override what you can have for the future, peace and dreams. Because look what happens. I asked the deck what happens next, and the 10 of Cups came up, which is the epitome of wish fulfillment. And also the King of Wands came up, which is the embodiment of making your manifestations real, like your total manifestation embodiment. You are embodying your manifestation. You are making it happen. Do you see this illustration is so interesting? She just looked like a moment before. She just looked like a woman with a red dress. And maybe he was attacking her. He looks like a soldier. And in the next moment, she reveals that she had a dragon hiding under her skirts, and the dragon comes out and scares away this soldier. This is, you have a flame-breathing dragon that you can deploy against your past thoughts. You can eradicate those past thoughts with this fire breath. It sounds, but I hope you know what I'm saying, pile number 3. You did go through something. Obviously, it's in the cards. You went through something terrible. You're being invited right now to make it as a dream. Make it as a dream. I feel like this is the crux card of your entire reading, pile number 3. Make the past as a dream and keep your mind on your dreams, as in your aspirations, because this is what is going to happen in the future. Your wish fulfillment card, all your dreams coming true. And you can embody. You're the embodiment. You're the end result of the embodiment of the dreamer that makes their dreams reality, that manifests what they want. Pile number 3. That's what you're promised. Wow, pile number 3. I really hope you've enjoyed this reading, because I have, and I'm so impressed with this message, because this is such a beautiful transformation. And I really hope that you've enjoyed this reading, and I thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you did like this reading, I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future readings. And I really thank you for spending this time with me, pile number 3. I will see you soon. Bye.